Hi, my name is Kirsten Foss, and I'm a business coach for the spa industry. So there's a conversation that comes up fairly consistently with spa owners and myself, and that has to do with hiring. And it more has to do with hiring a manager or some sort of supervisor. And the story usually goes, they've hired somebody, they look like a great hire, and it's been maybe a month or so. And now they're not so sure because maybe they feel like they have to repeat themselves quite a few times about something that they've been told to do. And maybe they are feeling like this person's leadership really isn't quite up to snuff. And maybe they're feeling like it's just easier if they go back to doing all of this work themselves. Now, what I have over the years have realized is happening is that spa owners are really keen to hire on help to help them with their management or their admin, that kind of thing, in order to help the business grow. They realize I cannot be all things to all people, and I'm going to have to share my workload. But what usually is happening, and this is where it goes wrong, what is happening is a lot of times spa owners are not spending enough time training their new manager. And what happens is that they, instead of delegating, they're actually abdicating. Now, the difference is with delegating is that you, as the owner, need to set up a very specific training program for them. And it also means that you are getting it out of your head and onto paper, like a training manual for aesthetics, a training manual for reception, and a training manual for your management team. Now, the reason why it doesn't, a lot of times isn't working for spa owners is because instead of setting up a training program for their manager beforehand, they're kind of training them on the fly. And what then also happens is that their manager isn't really given enough information and through a process or a training system. And so they are essentially set up to fail. And no wonder spa owners then get frustrated and think, I may as well just do this all by myself, and because I'm having to go back and correct things. But really, it's the failure of the spa owner because she hasn't set her new manager up to succeed. Instead, she's just been really dumping onto her manager what she wants done without the support of a training program, without the support of documentation. And so the manager just kind of flounders. And the manager actually might be a little annoyed with the spa owner, or even a lot annoyed, because she's feeling like, you know, I'm capable, but I just need to know what to do, and I need to know how I'm supported, and I need to know that I'm going to get coached through this process. So I wanted to bring up the topic of delegation versus abdication for my spa owners who are thinking about hiring managers or who have hired a manager. If you are feeling frustrated with them because they're not performing the way that you want, I guarantee that there are holes in your training systems. Because although there's probably always a little bit of a bumpy road as people get to know each other and their styles, but when you have a training system in place, something that is set up once and you can repeat over and over and over with your staff that produces consistent results, now you're cooking with fire. And now you don't, as an owner, have to keep running around putting out fires with your manager and feeling like you may as well be doing the work yourself. So if you are feeling like you're in that spot where you're super frustrated, I want you to be honest with yourself. What have you just kind of dumped on your manager, expecting her just to know or to figure out, or expecting her having some other expectation that wasn't communicated with her? I'd like you to take a look at what you could be doing better in your training process in order to set that person up for success. So if you are wanting to learn more about systems in particular, then you're in luck, because I want to make your 2017 run much smoother than 2016. And I'm putting on another free webinar Wednesday, December 28th. It's after the Christmas rush. I purposefully booked it for this time so that if you want to stay in your jammies, if you're at home on the 28th and you want to drink hot chocolate and peppermint schnapps, then you can go ahead and just bring your notebook and join me for 90 minutes. We're going to start at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And the topic is 3 systems. And it's about client attraction systems, client satisfaction systems, and client retention systems. Now, there's way more systems in your business that you're going to need, but I wanted to get started on the top 3 for you. Now, if you are that spa owner and you're like, I am so buried, I need help, and I need to create some systems stat, but I'm struggling with momentum, and I'm struggling with accountability, and I'm struggling with exactly how to set this all up, then I want you to check out Spa Business Profit Labs. It's a small group coaching program. There's a maximum of 6 spa owners in there, and we meet every 2 weeks. You get to bring one topic to the conversation, and you'll get 15 minutes of undivided coaching time with me. And then you'll be able to hear your other lab mates' questions as well as the answers. And in our groups, it's so awesome because there's collaboration. When one of the spa owners has experience that somebody else doesn't, they pipe in and give their opinions on what's worked and what's doesn't and what they would suggest for next time. It's just this plethora of ideas, motivation, inspiration, accountability, and momentum. And the bottom line is these ladies are getting stuff done. We've just finished our fall cohort for the lab, and we're finished up for Christmas, but we're going to be starting up again in the first week of January. January 3rd is our orientation call. So if you know you need some support and you want that kind of help, then check out Spa Business Profit Labs. Both links for the Profit Labs and the free December webinar are going to be either above the video or below the video, depending where your video is at. All right, that's this week's Spa Business tip, and we'll see you next week.